You ever open your banking app and just stare at it? Like, you didn't buy a yacht. You didn't go to Vegas. You're not financing a private jet. But somehow, your account is lower than you expected. Again. And you're sitting there thinking, where is my money actually going? Because on paper, you're responsible. You don't splurge like crazy. You're not reckless. And yet, wealth isn't building. If that sounds familiar, this video is going to hit close to home. My name is Jack, and I spend way too much time thinking about 10 everyday expenses that are secretly draining your wealth. If you're someone who feels like you're working hard but your savings just never seem to grow, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Look, here's the thing. Most people don't go broke because of one massive financial mistake. They go broke slowly, quietly, through small, normal expenses that feel harmless, but compound against them instead of for them. And today, we are breaking down the 10 biggest ones. Not just the math, but the psychology behind why they trap smart people. Let's start with one that almost nobody questions. 1. Daily convenience spending. Coffee, delivery, convenient snacks, app fees. Now, before you roll your eyes and say, oh great, here comes the stop buying coffee guy. Relax. This isn't about deprivation. It's about awareness. According to data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the average American household spends over $3,000 per year eating out. That doesn't include groceries. Let's simplify that. $3,000 per year invested at 8% over 30 years becomes roughly $340,000. That's not coffee money. That's a retirement boost. Here's what most people don't realize. It's not the coffee. It's the automation of spending. When something becomes routine, your brain stops evaluating it. Psychologists call this habitual purchasing behavior. Once it's a habit, your brain categorizes it as necessary. Action step. Pick one daily expense. Cut it in half. Auto-invest the difference. No lifestyle crash. Just leverage. 2. Subscription creep. Streaming. Music. Cloud storage. Apps. Gym. Premium memberships. Individually, $9.99. $14.99. $19.99. Harmless. Collectively, a survey by C+, our research found the average consumer spends around $219 per month on subscriptions, and most estimate it's closer to $86. That's a 2.5x underestimation. $219 per month is $2,628 per year. Invested at 8% for 30 years? Over $300,000. This is where it gets really interesting. Subscriptions exploit something called pain of paying. When you swipe once and it auto-renews, the pain disappears. So does awareness. Action step. Cancel everything. Add back only what you truly use weekly. Set a quarterly subscription audit. Wealth loves friction. Companies remove it. You need to reintroduce it. 3. Car upgrades. Look, cars are emotional purchases. But the average new car payment in the US is now over $700 per month, according to Experian. $700. That's $8,400 per year. Instead of driving a paid-off car for 5 extra years, most people upgrade. Let's say you invest that $700 instead at 8% for 20 years. That's around $412,000. Now, you might be thinking, but Jack, I need a reliable car. Totally fair. But reliable doesn't mean new. This is lifestyle inflation disguised as practicality. Action step. Drive your car 3 to 5 years longer than you want. Invest the difference. Upgrade only when repair costs exceed value. Your ego wants new. Your future self wants assets. 4. Minimum payments on debt. Credit cards average around 20% interest. If you carry $5,000 at 20% and only make minimum payments, you could end up paying over $8,000 total. Interest is either working for you or against you. And here's what most people don't realize. Carrying debt reduces risk tolerance. When you're mentally stressed about payments, you avoid investing aggressively. So it's not just the interest. It's the opportunity cost and psychological weight. Action step. Attack high-interest debt first. Consider balance transfers strategically. Don't invest heavily until toxic debt is gone. 5. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise. Instead of increasing investments, you upgrade your apartment, or your wardrobe, or your travel style. This is called hedonic adaptation. You normalize your new income level within months. The Federal Reserve reports that many households earning over $150,000 still live paycheck to paycheck. Income isn't the problem. Behavior is. Action step. Lock in a raise rule. Every raise equals 50% automatically invested. You'll never feel deprived, and wealth compounds quietly. 6. Food waste. The average American household wastes nearly $1,500 in food annually, according to USDA estimates. That's groceries bought and thrown away. This isn't about budgeting better. It's about frictionless overpurchasing. Bulk discounts trick you into buying volume you don't consume. Action step. Shop with a list. Plan 3 anchor meals. Avoid aspirational groceries, buying like your ideal self instead of actual self. 7. Extended warranties. Retailers love them, because statistically, they win. Consumer Reports consistently finds most extended warranties cost more than expected repair savings. It's insurance for small risks. And insurance is only logical for catastrophic risks. Psychology here. Loss aversion. We fear small losses more than we value long-term gains. Action step. Self-insure small items. Keep a $1,000 repair buffer. 8. Impulse online shopping. E-commerce uses urgency tactics. Limited time. Only 2 left. Flash sale. These exploit scarcity bias. A $60 impulse purchase doesn't feel dangerous. But 3 per month? That's $2,160 per year. Invested at 8% for 25 years? Around $158,000. Look, here's the thing. Impulse buys aren't about the item. They're emotional regulation. Stress by dopamine repeat. Action step. 48-hour rule for all non-essential purchases. Remove saved credit cards from browsers. Make spending slightly inconvenient. 9. Lottery and gambling habits. Americans spend over $90 billion annually on lottery tickets. The expected return is negative. Massively negative. But hope sells. Now, you might be thinking, it's just $10 here and there. $20 per week is $1,040 per year. Invested at 8% for 30 years? Over $117,000. That's the real jackpot. 10. Not investing early. This one is the silent killer. If you wait 10 years to start investing $500 per month at 8%, you could lose over $300,000 in lifetime growth. Time is your biggest multiplier. Every year you delay compounds against you. And here's what most people don't realize. The biggest expense isn't what you spend. It's what you don't invest. Bringing it all together. Look, none of these alone will bankrupt you. But together, they quietly redirect hundreds of thousands of dollars away from your future. Wealth isn't built by intensity. It's built by consistency. Small leaks sink big ships. But small fixes build big portfolios. Final motivation. You don't need to overhaul your entire life tomorrow. Pick 2. Just 2 expenses from this list. Redirect that money into investments automatically. And let time do the heavy lifting. Because 5 years from now, you'll either say, I'm glad I started. Or, I wish I had. Your future self is watching the decisions you make this week. Make them proud. If this helped you see your money differently, hit subscribe and comment below. Which expense are you cutting first? Let's build real wealth. Together.